All right, we are live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our morning note. It is Monday, November 16, 2020. My name is Carlos Garcia. I'm the founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thanks again for joining me this morning and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on days that the market's open. With me here on YouTube, we do our morning note every day. If you haven't already, make sure to click the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. There's a little box, G.A.R Capital. Click that, and you can turn on notifications, and subscribe to our channel. We do appreciate when you do. It brings more videos out to you guys. So again, just support the channel. Again, we'll do more freebies, obviously, as you are a subscriber. If you have not followed us on Instagram, make sure you do as well. Boeing, we went ahead and sent that out on Twitter and Instagram. If you have Boeing, you're going to be happy. You're going to be a happy camper because we have the 200 calls. Right now it's at 193.88, but we'll go to that in a second. Let's talk market, shall we? Dow futures are up 461 points right now. NASDAQ is actually down 0.32%. E-mini futures S&P at 3614.50, up 0.91%. Russell 2000 Index 1780, up 2% pre-market. Value stocks are definitely on the rise with this vaccine headline from Moderna. Word is that Moderna's vaccine, I think it's like 95% effective against COVID-19. Word is that this is from Dr. Ghali on CNBC, that it's a better vaccine than Pfizer. It can be stored in the fridge at certain temperatures or whatever. Basically, they're saying it's a game changer, which you could see why the stock market is up. So that's a good news. You know, whatever your opinion is on some news, whether your opinion on COVID, regardless, again, we're here about the market, and the market's up and it likes it. So that's good. Nice gap up. Crude oil futures up 4.34%. Energy stocks will be up today for $41.89 a barrel. Bitcoin futures 16,410, 0.86% to the upside. Gold is down, obviously, risk off trade, so it's down. Everyone's taking risk with the vaccine being up. Vaccine being good news. 1883 an ounce, 0.12%. Silver's down 0.69%. Bond futures are down as well. The VIX is slightly up 0.56%, and the US dollar up 0.05% at 92.79. Euro dollar at 118.20, down 12 pips for my Forex people. Dollar yen at 104.84, 23 pips to the upside for the dollar yen. That's where we are. Let's go over some pre-market movers, and then I'll give my little 2 cents, my monologue, and then I'll answer some questions. Kind of usually how we do it. All right, let's see pre-market movers. Go ahead and press refresh. All right, NIO down 7.5%. They do report earnings tomorrow. Li Auto, 1.28% to the downside. Zpeng down 2.83% to the downside. See here, Dow futures. Okay, Apple is down 0.38%. Boeing up 3.5%. We have calls. Microsoft down 0.65%. Disney is up. JP Morgan, the banks are up, so keep an eye on the banks. We also have Citibank 50 calls for our options members, so that's going to be nice. It's in the money. Walmart up 1% ahead of earnings. Chevron is up 3.5%. Again, we talked about this with energy companies being up with crude oil. American Express up 3.23%, obviously, with financials. Home Depot made a bid for HD Supply Company. They're up 0.70%. Salesforce is down 0.23%. Again, the rotation out of the big tech names into the value names, energy, industrials, and financials when you have vaccine headlines. Carnival up 7.25%. Travel, leisure, American Airlines up 5% pre-market. Pfizer down 2% on the Moderna news. United Airlines 7.69%. Delta up 4.42%. I own stock in Delta. What else is here in the NASDAQ? Again, you see a lot of red here. Moderna's up 13%, pretty much leading the NASDAQ. Tesla up 0.39%. They had a successful SpaceX launch. AMD down 0.16%. Micron up 3.4%. Let's see. JD just had their earnings report. They're down 3% pre-market. And DocuSign down 2.43%. And Zoom down 4.73%. Obviously, you know why. Again, with more vaccine headlines, good news. Again, the stay-at-home stocks that have outperformed, profit-taking, moving into the industrials, the financials, the energies, the travel and leisures. Keep in mind, again, we saw this rotation last Monday. We saw that pop. I'd expect this pop to come through. We may hover around 36.20, Remember, 36.19 was my level, and then we see if we break that high to 36.68. I don't think that's going to happen. We should have had the continuation. 36.19, 36.25 seems to be that resistance so far. I think we were at 36.30 for the most part. Let me get that correct level here where we tapped. We had a wick to 36.37, but right around 36.22 is where the settlement of the candle, that resistance is past couple of hours. So in my opinion, if you have some long stocks in these stay at home or whatever, again, you can ride them. If you want to take profit, I would on the next pop. But again, I think long term is the way you want to go. If you have some call options on SPY, which my students have, or one of our masterclass students have SPY, I told them to get out of that first thing this morning. You have Citibank, you get out of that this morning, which is our options members. Boeing, which everyone else has with our options member students and everyone else who follows us who traded that, you take that thing in the open and you move on. If you want to leave a runner, be my guest. Totally cool with me. If you took profits on Friday, that is completely fine too. Friday we closed at 29% profit. I mean, it's still open, but I'm saying the market closed at 29% profit. So again, what I'm expecting here is around 36.25. That's kind of your resistance. We'll get a little bit of a fade at the cash open. You get out of those names, all those options, and then you just basically wait. I think we're going to get a little bit of fade. I think we retest 3600. If we break 3587 back down, we could, absolutely. But I think we're on the right path for all-time highs. It may not happen today, it may not happen this week, but again, we saw the analog from last week where we had a big pop. We broke out of that range again, and now we see if we get a continuation again. But I expect a little more of a fade here after this initial pop. Maybe around 3600 seems to be your support. I just wait around and see what we get in regards to price action. But again, if you have any options that are open, like your Boeing or Citi or whatever, you take that thing in the open and you move on. You move on with your life. Don't try to turn it into an investment, honestly. That's what I would do, and that's what I'm going to do. I also have IWM calls that are in the money. Again, I'm going to take that at the open. I have SPY in the money. I have Boeing that's coming close to in the money, about $7 away. I'm going to take that. Citi, I'm going to take that at the open, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with making that money. I took my profits on E-mini futures. We took profits with Russell 2000 futures as well. Again, futures pumped. We made money on that as well yesterday. So pretty good day all around. So good stuff. And if you didn't catch me on my video yesterday on Instagram regarding politics and what have you, take a look at that. Again, guys, it's just news. We're just here to inform you guys. That's it. If you want to have a political discussion or whatever, you can go ahead and hit me up directly on G.A.R Capital, or you could tweet at me at CEO G.A.R Capital. That's my direct on Twitter. I'm always on that. Well, not always, but I'm pretty much on that. And again, if you want to beat me over the head and tell me I'm an idiot, fine. You know, nothing new. So here we are. All right, let's answer some questions and move my water. Put my glasses on. Let's rock and roll. I know you guys are excited. Good morning. Good morning. BA hits 200. I think we're going to get a little bit of a fade here, so you don't need to hit 200 for profit. You take that thing first thing at the open, but $200 this week could definitely happen. So if you want to leave a runner, be my guest. I have 5 contracts on personally, so again, I'm going to take my profits. Good morning. Back again, my favorite part of the morning. Always great suggestions. Good morning, Mr. Liquid. Thanks. Been waiting for this moment since Friday night. Yeah, that's what we say. Is it Monday yet? That's why I ordered my mug. That's coming in from the store. Once the merchandise from the store comes in that I ordered and paid full retail for, because I want to get the user experience. I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing with all the cool stuff. Let's see. Good morning. Leonardo asks, hi man, levels for SPY. Thanks a lot. Well, SPY is breaking out, by the way. So let's go ahead and open up this thing here. SPY is breaking out, which is very nice. If you're looking to get back in on SPY, you really need to get around 360, 280 before you do anything. GS and JPM levels. Let's look at GS. GS looking great. I'd rather wait for the pop above the recent high, about 224.98. JPM, I'd wait for right around that wick high. Actually, this high here around 118 on that. Thoughts about NIO? NIO, again, that's probably the question I get asked the most. NIO reports tomorrow, so you just wait. Wait. That's all you got to do. Just wait. How do you choose stocks to trade after scanning results? I don't scan. I just have my options list here, and that's what I go by. I don't trade other crazy names. I just try to stick with what I know and the names that I trade, usual trades with good volume. Again, there's no scanner needed if I already have a list. Penn and DK&G. You know me with the gambling names. Those are my names. I'm sticking with those. Penn, and DKNG, DraftKings. Sticking with them no matter what. I don't trade options on them. I just own the stock. MUs after breaking out 58.2. Yeah, actually you're about to hit 60, so it really doesn't matter. At 61.19 is my breakout level. It gapped up very beautifully. There was some unusual options activity on Micron last week. I did not trade it. I was pretty much heavy on everything else, so I was happy with it. DKNG, yep. Thoughts on Amazon and Tesla? Love them long term. Levels on Pinterest, please. Pinterest is probably down due to the vaccine thing. It is down pre-market, bouncing off that 200. I have a level of 6647 for a break. Great futures trade on RS and TY. Thank you so much, Backpack Trader. Snap, looking at Snap. Yeah, I have calls with the students on Snap. Basically just holding the 50-day. And I have the 42s on it, so I'm willing to hold that thing. Looks pretty decent. Again, we should get that bounce, so I'm holding on. Baba calls. Baba had some unusual options activity on the 275 calls for March. Big buys there. But again, in order to do anything, you need to get above 275, which is that 100-day. Thoughts on NIO? I already answered that. NIO, tomorrow is the earnings report. I will not answer any more questions on NIO. Oh, Lord. Is it too late to get into Ford number $9 calls? You may be... Yeah, I think it's a little too late. You already had the gap up, so I'd skip. What prompted the video on Instagram? Did some people say they didn't like or something? Yeah, it was basically civil war on the comment section. People disrespecting each other over their political content, political opinions, which I was like, all right, let's just go ahead and fix this because everyone wants to get upset. But I don't know why. I don't know why people are so dug into their political beliefs. And I understand, anger. I understand you're probably cooped up at home, fine. But at the end of the day, come on, be respectful for each other. And then I also wanted to talk about NIO because I got asked that question about easily 500,000 times. Easily. CGC calls. Okay, I love CGC long term, even though I own some I own forget the name. THCX, which has CGC as its largest portion of it. Right now it is above that fib level that I'm looking at, so I would say a break of 25 and we can have that discussion for some calls. Carlos, any updates on the YouTube subs? Yes, I am working on that today. Let me knock out some stuff trading wise. We get some profit in from my team, and then we could talk about the YouTube subs deal. This morning session is a hidden gem, so I saw. Thank you so much. Any puts on NIO? No, not doing any puts there. Thoughts on ZS stock? I have no idea what ZS is. ZS? Never heard of it. No idea what it does. But looking at it here, looks like it's a bearish play. Bearish look, anyways. Adding more shop here. Shop, anything below 875 I'd add. Entry for Facebook long term. Facebook around 250 would be a great place to buy. Thoughts on BABA? Again, I'm bullish on BABA. INO, Inovio. INO. I have no idea what they do. They have options. Sure, it is a breakout. But again, I don't know anything about this company. How would you change your buy list with vaccine notes? It doesn't change anything to me. Again, I've been bullish for a while now. I've been saying it. Stay bullish. Nothing has really changed, in my opinion. Again, I'm waiting for pullbacks, and I'm going to add on names I own. Do you trade above or below the 200-day moving average? Depends. If it's below it, usually play puts. If it's above, it's usually play calls. Usually how it works. Levels on WMT. WMT reports earnings tomorrow, so I would say skip and move on. Solo calls. It is breaking out here on the 1-hour chart, but it is basically hovering back down. Break $7, we can have a discussion. Until then, I wouldn't touch it. Morning entry price on Nike. 120 was my entry price on Nike. Microsoft, I have an alert right at below 200. It's the automatic buy. And one more Square. Square was actually price upgraded today. I have a level at 150 for a buy on Square. Planning to add more space today? No. Space I'm adding at $16.45. One to buy Tesla. I'm looking at $379.96. Which clean energy stocks would you look at? Tesla would be a great first option, and I believe there's another one called Clean Energy, but I'd have to look for it. Boss, can you please do Tesla? Been consolidated for months. There's nothing there on Tesla, my friend. Ain't nothing there until you break 425.26. You skip it. Walmart reports earnings tomorrow. You skip that day. Unless you want to really be volatile and play a lotto, that's up to you, but I wouldn't touch Walmart. Let me see. Apple had some news from Financial Times that they were spying on users. What else is new? 120 is the break level for me. Break above 120 could be interesting to play the 122s. But until then, it's pretty much consolidating, pretty much in range. down 26 cents pre-market. That's where we are. All right, guys, I will let you know when we do the subscription for the YouTube Live, where I do a live trading session with you guys every Tuesday. I'm working on that. It's a lot to work on, obviously. So again, I've been working a lot on the retail store. So with our team, that's what I've been doing basically this weekend. And again, for the individuals that bought some stuff, cool. I hope you guys enjoy your products, your shirts, and your mugs. It looked like you guys were really interested in that. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how this launch goes with the merchandise store. It's really meant for you guys. You guys kept asking for shirts and all this cool stuff. So if you have any ideas on different kind of merchandise, hats, whatever, just let me know in the comment section, or you can write to us on Instagram or Twitter. Be more than happy to answer you guys. So for me right now, my main focus is Boeing. I'm focusing on SPY, which I have. I'm focusing on Citi, which I have for calls, and I also have IWM personally. So I'm going to get those four right off the rip this morning and move on with my life. And then obviously any other opportunities, I'll take a look. But again, guys, be smart. Don't get cute. I always say that. Don't get cute. If you see profit, a really good profit, just freaking take it and move on with your life. There's no point of turning options into investments because they're not investments. They're trades. If it's a stock, fine. That's different. So I want you to really understand this. This is what I want you to understand. Very big point. I want you to write this down to yourself. Put this on a piece of paper. Put this on your monitor. Your businesses that you own. Let's say you own a business, whatever business you own. You married that business. That's your marriage. That's your wife. Your business is your wife. You take care of that thing. Obviously, you're long-term with your business. Whether it's a lawn care company, a roofing company, mechanic shop, auto dealership, whatever you do, your business that you own is what you're married to. Your stocks that you own in your portfolio, you're dating them. I don't want you to get married to any name. You date them. Again, it works out great. You only want to be with them, fine, but it could always end. And of course, your options are Tinder dates. I say that really respectfully to any females out there. Tinder dates are your options, okay? Again, you meet them one time and you move on. You know what I'm talking about. You don't call them back. You don't look back. Nothing. That's it. One time, that's all you need. Options are your Tinder dates. Your stocks that you own in your portfolio, your investments are your dating. You're dating that person, dating the investment, and your business that you run, your businesses or business that you run. If you're a real estate guy, whatever, you marry that business. Please remember that. It's very important. I always try to repeat that because a lot of people do it backwards. They want to date their stocks. I mean, they want to Tinder date their stocks and just want to get in and out, and they want to invest in their options. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's a recipe for failure. Understood. Say bullish t-shirts there. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Make sure to like, click subscribe to our channel. Really do appreciate it. And turn on notifications for anything new. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy. Happy Monday.